Welcome to Catharsis. Today we're going to take a look at the top 10 manhwa or manhwa where MC starts off weak and become overpowered. Let's get into it.
I'm coming for the throne.
Number 10. Wizard's Martial World. At the age of 78, Midran, an Archmage, is still searching for a way to reach the 8th circle. Then one day, when he opens his eyes, he realizes that he was turned into a child and was transported into a different world. In this unfamiliar world, magic doesn't exist, and all his achievements and power he once had was gone, and he now has to start from the beginning. This world is full of martial artists, but he vows to reach the 9th circle in this life, and so he sets out on his journey as a young scholar in the Moon world. Number 9. Pounding. This is the story of a boy who was extremely bullied to the point of committing suicide. But that was when he appeared. He was my savior. This he was none other than himself, but a different personality. Yes, the main character has two personalities, one who is a nerd and the other a fight-loving maniac. The main character switches personalities to deal with the bullies, and as he enters fights after fights, he gets stronger and stronger and embraces the other side of him. The art fits well with the genre of the story, and it also has a lot of fight scenes that will make your heart pound from the excitement. Number 8. Ultimate Outcast. Most outcasts are ostracized because they look different, talk different, or live different. But not everyone, and not every previous outcast turns into a revenge machine. Bullying is all around the world, and most of them happens at school. Kang Han-ho, an outcast, was once a bred boy by a certain bully. After seeing his friends suffer a horrific incident, the once outcast Kang Han-ho turns into a revenge machine who unleashed his potential. He decides to exact revenge with the help of a certain uncle and an ability he never knew existed. Number 7. Updater. One day, the village of our main character, an NPC, Aiden, gets deleted by the hands of the system moderator, and as he and his little sister perished, a message suddenly appeared stating that he had unlocked moderator permissions and has become a system moderator. He now awakens with power he never had before, and thus marking the start of his journey for revenge as a system moderator. The main character is weak and somewhat naive in the beginning, but after a few chapters, you will see him improve little by little and become stronger. Number 6. Dungeons and Artifact. This manhwa is set up in a fantasy land where human kingdoms, elves, dwarves, and dungeons exist containing monsters and artifacts. Dungeons attract the human mind, strengthens itself with the dead, and uses artifacts as bait to lure more victims. Stech Atelier, an explorer of dungeons, was betrayed after he was able to get his hands on an exceptional artifact that has the ability to suck mana from dead monsters and other artifacts. Beyond the threshold of death, he was given a second chance, and so he begins his long journey to get his revenge. This manhwa is very similar to solo leveling. The world building is a bit slow but well done, and it also has some beautiful art in it. It's a must read if you like rebirth manhwas. Number 5. Poison Dragon, The Legend of an Asura. The Yakman clan, which boasted a long and ancient past, was wiped out in a massacre. The corpses pile up like mountains, and the blood flood like ocean water. Amidst this hell of despair, Sura opened his eyes. No one shall be spared. I shall kill everyone. It doesn't end unless I've killed each and every one of them. Jinja Kang is the lone survivor of his clan. On a day far in the future, the story of revenge against the Ganghail Murimsa, which shall be recorded in legends, begins. This is the story of a boy who suffers, grows up through hell, and wants revenge. At the start of this manhwa, the MC is what you would think of a child. While he might adapt extremely quickly, he still makes silly mistakes as a child would. Number 4. Nano Machine. The story starts with a weak, illegitimate prince of the Lord who is trying to protect himself from being assassinated. After being held in disdain and having his life put in danger, Cheon Yun-woo was saved by an unexpected visit from his descendant from the future, who implanted a nano machine into Cheon Yun-woo's body, which has the ability to record and scan any movements and textbooks, and also has healing capabilities. Given these amazing abilities, he sets out to the Demonic Academy, where he begins his journey of bypassing the demonic cult to become the best martial artist, and find out the mystery behind his mother's death. The art is amazing, the storyline is great, and the characters are well written. I highly recommend it. Number 3. Dice. Imagine you could change your life without any big effort. Living in a world where a power that anyone could use that lets you change yourself any way you want. A young boy, Dongtae, has a horrible life. He isn't handsome or clever, has no friends, is bullied at school, and his mother is an alcoholic. The only light in his life is his schoolmate, Yoonju. But one day, a new student arrives and took his light away. Dongtae wonders why life is so unfair to him, and that's when he found the dice. A dice that has the ability to change your life by playing a game. By using these dice, Dongtae changes his looks and intelligence, and started being noticed by his schoolmates. But then the dice spreads among the other schoolmates, and the fight begins. Number 2. The Legendary Moonlight Sculptor. The man forsaken by the world and the man known as the legendary god of war in the highly popular MMORPG, Continent of Magic. With the coming of age, he decides to say goodbye, but the feeble attempt to earn a little something for his time and effort ripples into an effect none could have ever imagined. His legendary avatar is sold for 3.1 billion won, bringing great joy to him, only to plunge him into despair at losing almost all of it to vicious loan sharks. But he rises from the abyss with newfound resolve and steps forward into the new age of games, led by the first ever virtual reality MMORPG, Royal Road. This is the legend Lee Hyun on his path to becoming emperor, with only his family-loving heart, his boundless desire for money, his unexpected mind, his diligently forged body, and the talent of hard work backing him. Number 1. Chronicles of Heavenly Demon. The successor of the Spearmaster sect and his apprentice, Yuk Woon-seong, were framed for learning a forbidden demonic art and slayed, a helpless and pitiful death by the hypocrites of the Orthodox sect. The moment Woon-seong faced his death, the artifact of the Spearmaster sect emitted a light and gave him a new life. The life as number 900, a trainee of the demonic cult. The two identities, the Orthodox sect and the demonic cult, but his objective is one, vengeance. Accepting his destiny and remembering his grudge, Woon-seong trains in martial arts and his time of revenge slowly comes closer. The MC has a good development. He starts off wanting only revenge, but as time goes by and he gains more experience, he stopped focusing only on revenge and opened his eyes to other things. We have now come to the end of the video. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and please leave a like and subscribe for more content.